This piece of wood is very unique. It was off of a burl, and it weighed over 4,000 pounds, one big. It was referred to as the disease tree. It was referred to as cancer. And when they called me to come down, I went down and took a look at it, and we were able to take it off, and then I brought it back up here and had it cut and planed at a sawmill up here. But what I like about it is the difference, the uniqueness of it. I absolutely love the imperfections, and when I cut the wood, I try to save that so that that's actually seen. I don't try to hide the imperfections. I almost like to bring them out, because that's what, to me, it makes it unique, and it's very, very different. No other bowl will have that design in it. It's only going to be done one time, and it's much as what we are. So we're so individual ourselves and unique too, and what allows God to be able to shape us if we're willing to take that route. Once I have the wood mounted onto my lathe, and which actually begins to spin it makes it easier to create the shape that I'm after. Then I would go to a tool, and once I place the tool on the tool rest, to be able to the chips will start to fly at that point, because I'm basically rounding it out. I'm taking the rough edges off, which is much what God does in our life. He takes and rounds those edges off, what I would consider undesirable, and the same for God itself. But the interesting part is, the harder I press, the more pressure I put in, then it's going to dig deeper. And then if I back that off, it allows it to take smaller and smaller pieces to where it's become more and more refined. And from that point, I can change and go into my sandpaper and start with more coarse, but then go to where it's almost as smooth as glass by the time you're finished, and where it's completely refined from the shape that I had designed for it, and where I'm happy with it, and I can leave my hand on it and just spin as fast as it wants to without this possible risk of getting any splinters. There's nothing rough anymore. It's been completely smoothed down to where it's what I had desired for it. Once the bowl has finished on the lathe, and I've taken and finished off the back, and all the final sanding is done, it's ready to be finished. And I use a spray lacquer, which gives it a nice sheen, and it gives it a good hard finish. And what I find interesting is I take and look at a piece of wood such as this that most people would find undesirable and discard. If we allow God to transform, He can see the beauty in this and be able to transform it into something like this.